What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? You know who it is, your boy John.
This fucking white belt slayer's back.
We back at it, doing our thing. Another week. Another weird week with the weather. Why are you staring at me like that? Why don't you open your water?
You looking
your
thick,
special
boy.
water.
You looking
okay?
thick.
Yeah, I'm a little thick.
That shit looks dusty as fuck. You haven't been lifting.
Yeah, man. I've been doing mostly legs right now. But I've been
lifting. Who the fuck are you lying to doing legs?
I've been lifting.
Yeah, lifting fucking sodas. You don't drink soda. Lifting fucking something.
Energy drinks and coffee.
Yeah.
Energy drinks and coffee. I'm still curious.
Who are you trying to say you fucking lifting legs?
Hey, these are like race workhorses, okay? They're slick.
My son weighs like 112 pounds. He's got bigger legs than your dog.
I'm really curious about. So he's got.
This is supposed to taste like Dr. Pepper, but I think they're lying to us.
I think they're lying.
Dude, it smells just like Dr. Pepper.
Sparkling water.
Smell it.
No, we'll see.
No.
No,
it does not taste like Dr. Pepper. It smells like it. It tastes like if you left.
Who makes Liquid Death? I mean, it's
their company.
It is.
You never heard of this? Like, have you heard of them before?
Yeah.
So like,
I've heard of them as like a canned water company.
Liquid Death. It's this guy. He's probably our age. He was a marketing guy for Apple, like in-house marketing. So he's like, I'm just gonna. So we're talking about Liquid Death.
We're having a little technical with the battery, but yeah, that's interesting with the liquid death stuff.
Yeah, the dude who started it was like a marketing guy for Apple. And like used all of his marketing skills to make this shit and fucking it's
taking off. Yeah, it's taking off. Like I know when I first seen it, I thought it was a liquor or a
everyone
beer.
thought it was. Everyone thinks it is.
And then it's like maybe it's marketed to people that want to look like they're drinking something.
Yeah,
but they're
that's
not.
That's for sure what it is. The dude's mom owns the super famous comedy place in Denver, so I think that helped too because you push it like on all the podcasts and shit real quick. Smart guy. But I think it's like a I think it's a single $1 billion company already.
That's crazy.
It's
though.
been around
for
like
like 2 years.
Less than 10. No, it's been around for a while, but probably around 10 years.
I didn't know it was around that long.
Yeah, it's been around for a while.
How many rolls you get this week?
So you don't even want to fucking know, homie. I'm fucking training, homie. You been training?
I've been training.
You haven't been training. Where were we on Friday? On the hardest day of the week.
What's at 10 a.m.?
Gay. Got beat up by Kyle. I heard
Kyle
Kyle clapped your cheeks.
I got choked. Yeah.
Couldn't be.
Did he go back to the 7 p.m.?
Couldn't be me. No.
Yeah. I was gonna go back.
I hit him up, but I allowed him to take 7 p.m. off. 6 p.m. I allowed him.
Who was it? It was me, and I don't remember who else walked in with me. Might have been Josh. No, I don't remember. Someone else walked in with me, and then we were like walking and talking. I look over. I'm like, "Fuck!" And then Kyle just gave me the look, and I was like, "All right. It's gonna be one of those days."
He don't want the smoke. He was ducking me on Friday. I hit him up. I was like, "Where you at, homie?"
It was all big dudes at that tent. It was like me, Misa, Kyle. I think his name's John, the brown belt. I think he's a cop too.
What's it like?
He's thicker, white dude.
Goatee?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's pretty good.
He's a cop.
He was there.
His name's not John.
What is it? Yeah, I don't know what his name is. And but anyways, he was there. Ben, the blue belt.
Mm-hmm.
He was
Big
there.
Ben.
Big Ben was there. It was like all big dudes, and then there was some new white belts. We're like, kids,
we were like, oh my god, I'm so small.
I was the smallest in the class. Smallest in the
good.
class. No, it was good. It was good. It was fun.
Not even weight wise are you the smallest in the class.
Look,
Kyle's like not even 200 pounds.
That's unfair.
Victim weight. I said it. Victim.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. No, I trained. I think the only day I didn't train was Tuesday. So I trained Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. But Friday you missed it. It was a good ass class. So Friday Chris did the warm ups, which I did about a third of them. Rolled in, a couple minutes late. Took my fucking time because I saw Chris doing the warm ups. I did maybe about 5 push ups, and then he did some other shit that I don't remember what it was. And then Omar was like, "All right, situational sparring for 45 fucking minutes."
Fuck.
And then
you guys switch partners?
Yeah, and then 40 minutes of sparring, straight sparring.
Oh damn, that was one of your classes.
Yeah, hour and a half.
Cool.
And I fucking ripped every roll. What's up, homie?
That is a good class.
Yeah, and then yesterday I fucking got my cheeks clapped in judo. I went back to judo.
You went to judo.
Woo!
They open mat or something, or
it's not open mat. It's like,
do they do open mats?
Judo?
Yeah.
So, yeah, the guy in Norco does.
But do they do it here?
Do
they have like an open mat here, or is it always just classes?
What do you mean? At the place I'm going?
Yeah.
Kind of. Talk about it secretly. In Norco he does.
Mm.
It's like the same distance. Like Norco from my house, like 45 minutes, maybe 50 minutes, and then San Bernardino is like 45 minutes.
Mm.
But dude, fucking like they run that class between an hour and 30 and till whenever everyone's dead.
Mm-hmm.
And yesterday it was like a bunch of dudes who were like trying to get after it, so it was like until everyone's dead. When I can finish those judo warm-ups, y'all motherfucker better watch out.
Yeah, their warm-ups are pretty intense too.
It's 100 push-ups in the warm-up.
Do they do them like in succession, like 10,
Yes.
10, 10, 10?
But no stopping.
So they'll do 10.
So like
10.
it's like, everyone got in a circle and like one person counts to 10. Then the next person counts to 10. Then the next person counts to 10. It got to me, which was like probably around 60, which I realistically probably did about 25 of them. And then I was dying. And then Sensei was nice.
And you have to do your 10.
I did the best I could. I was struggling though, because everyone's like 1, 2, and I don't do fast push-ups anyway, because I'm trying to get trying to do them. I can do shitty ones fast, but I'm trying not to cheat on my 10. You know what I mean? And I'm struggling. I'm like, hey, and then he stopped me afterwards. He's like, all right, let's. He's like, my turn. And he busted out like 30 of them.
Damn.
Sensei's a savage, dude. Shout out to James, the fucking man.
That's cool.
Yeah, dude, fucking. So we did like 25-minute warm up of like the tumbling section and all that shit, and then 45 minutes, 50 minutes of like techniques, and then fucking like 50 minutes straight randori, straight sparring, homie. Where the fuck you been? Not even rolling.
So they just do randori, like straight up. They don't do the throwing. They just start on the ground, or how?
No, randori is the throwing part. It's the standing part. Niwaza is the ground part.
Oh, Niwaza is the ground part. Yeah.
No, Niwaza.
Mm.
Yeah, all throws. It was fun.
So I sent you that video this week of that guy. I forgot his name. He has that YouTube channel that I sent you about.
Oh yeah.
It was essentially this video. Maybe I'll post it. I'll share it in the comment. I thought it was really interesting.
He's a blue belt or a purple belt?
I think he's a purple belt now, but he competed a lot at blue belt. His channel in general is really good. But
hold on, if you drink it really fast, it does taste like black pepper.
If you trick your brain.
If you trick your brain, yeah.
But he was trying judo. Like he went to a judo tournament as a purple belt, I think, and he did okay. And then everyone was telling him he's like cheating because he's cheating because he's a purple belt in jiu-jitsu. But he was like, "Is it really cheating though?" And so he took basically, it says it took me X amount of time to get to my purple belt. I think he said like 5 years. Mm-hmm. So he's like, I'm gonna do a tournament where he's gonna do novice, which is like white and green. Mm-hmm. Is it white and green?
It's white through green.
Yeah, white and green. And then
he said through. There's like 4 belts.
Oh, white through green. And then he said, and then he was like, and then I'm gonna sign up for the
black and brown.
Well, he only did brown because he said it takes about 5 years to get to brown belt.
Oh, did he not? I thought it was black. Usually it's black and brown combined.
Oh, wait, he only went against brown belts.
Oh, okay.
So, but maybe, yeah. So then he did 2 divisions, and he did okay in the novice, and I think he won second or something like that. But in brown, he just got absolutely fucking. They just wiped the floor with him. So I thought it was interesting because he was talking about how people, like, obviously comment warriors are like, talking shit and this and that. So he kind of wanted to, but it was a good video. I thought it was interesting.
If you're into jiu-jitsu and your school doesn't do a lot of like standing techniques, not wrestling, standing judo techniques, go to a judo class, see what's up. See how good your stand-up is. Yeah. You're going to get those cheeks clapped. I've been doing it for almost a year now, like 8 or 9 months. Not super consistently, but the first couple classes, I was straight jiu-jitsu, like hunched over, no posture, trying to fight people. No one could throw me. Then when I started playing the game, I started getting opened up to getting thrown more. But their techniques are so much better. Like the way they do, even just the way they practice. Like, I've been to a lot of schools in jiu-jitsu. Like I've trained like all over the country, and some schools are better at it. Some schools aren't as good, but like usually like they'll do whatever warm up and then they'll be, okay, here's the technique for the day. Maybe 20, 30 minutes of doing that drilling, quote unquote, drilling that technique. But nobody's like walking around saying like, hey, try this, do this, that you're like missing. Yeah, you're missing. That's what I try to do when I'm teaching, like, because I do really long techniques and I watch everybody do it. I make everyone show me do it so I can kind of see it, what they're doing. And I'm only showing shit that I feel comfortable showing other people. I'm not showing like fucking flying triangle. Obviously, I don't know how to do it. So, but when you're doing judo, I mean, at least the 2 schools I've been to when I'm doing judo, they're on you about the technique because like they want it to look beautiful and feel good. And then if you get a sloppy one in the tournament, it don't matter.
Yeah,
but they want you to practice it to the best possible technique, dude. And it's like I was working with James yesterday, the sensei over there, and he was like, I'm doing a couple things, and he's like, all right, let me show you. And he's showing me back and forth, and then you start moving the way he's like, I'm trying in my head trying to move the way he's showing me, and as soon as I start moving that way, you can feel the throws. Like you feel the difference, and like I've never felt like it. Yeah,
as judo that
yeah.
I've noticed is the movements.
It's everything
right
dude.
off the bat, the way they turn and move it's always like. It's always interesting, but for me, it makes me nervous opening up like that because I feel like I'm opening up to a throw myself.
That's funny. That's funny you say that. So I'm gonna be standing fucking straight up karate style on everyone from now on. No fucking hunching up. I'm not trying to break my posture. Back straight, hips in, ready to fucking rip. Basically, it's funny because he was saying yesterday he went like on a 5-minute little diatribe about basically if you can't stop a takedown standing straight up, get off the mats.
Mm-hmm.
He's like you should be able to stop the takedown with your fucking knees locked almost like standing straight up, no hunching. And he's like, if you're worried about that, it's not for you. Like, you shouldn't be grappling. Because he was like, this is how you defend the single leg. This is how you defend the double leg. This is if you have to, you sprawl. And he's good. I mean, he's a brown belt in jiu-jitsu too. So, like, he knows what's up about wrestling and shit. His wrestling's good. His sprawl is, like, high level.
Yeah. I just don't know in a tournament if standing straight up is...
he's
for jiu-jitsu.
He's been training judo. Well, he's been a black belt, I think, for, like, 25 years. He just got promoted to red and black belt. I think it's 5th or 6th degree. So he was in judo in the time when you can single and double leg. When there was like all the
now
Russians.
You can grab, but you can't.
No, you could straight double leg people back then. No, you can't grab anymore. No, you can't grab.
They just changed the rules.
They didn't enact them yet.
Oh,
they haven't put them in yet. Only IJF, which is the judo, the Japanese one, did. And then they haven't actually officially. They announced it that they're going to bring it back for a tournament and see how it is. And then I don't think they officially put it in the rules yet. Yeah. Yeah, because I thought so too, but yeah, they changed it. They haven't officially changed it yet, and not everybody's adopted those rules yet.
Got you.
But yeah, I mean, he was showing like the defense. I want to see how it works. Come at me, Nick, with that single. Come at me with that single, Misa. I ain't breaking no posture. We're standing straight up.
I want to see this.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah, I will say when we rolled this time, that weird fucking shoulder shit you did that threw me off big time. It like fucked with my head.
And I was dipping my shoulder.
Yeah, I was like,
well, I want you to grab mine.
Well, not only that, you had your arm tucked, so I couldn't even like grab it. So I was like, well, it feels like it's open.
Yeah, but
there's nothing there for me to grab. Then afterwards, like the worst thing I could have done was try to like maybe try to go around you from that side. But it really fucking threw me off. I was like, what the fuck is he doing?
So there's like, I've been watching a lot of like, just like jiu-jitsu, I don't get a lot out of watching technique videos. I think the live fights are where you see a lot of shit at. Because like you can see how a dude got to a position and like what kind of works. And like you can just see more of the actual technique versus just, let me show you on a guy who's not fighting, right?
Yeah.
So if I go like this and I'm dipping, you try to get to my back, you're open for a Sotogari. So you've put your feet in the position for the Osoto, I can throw you backwards. So it's like there's a lot of things on it. And plus, I don't want you to grab this collar. So as you try to reach, I'll reach over you and grab the collar and break your arm down and shit like that. But I'm learning even just stalling grips is not worth it. Like my old sensei, Carmen, he was always like, grab a grip, try to throw. As soon as you grab a comfortable grip, throw. And James was talking about that yesterday. Like running like ladder techniques, basically. Like he's like, I start here, and by the time I get my last grip, I'm ready to throw you. And he's like, but I don't start with the first grip. I don't start with my throwing grip.
Yeah.
I run to a grip, and then once I'm there, you're gonna get ready to throw. And it's almost like running to this grip, like running grip changing up to the final grip is the setup. That's what it seems like.
So makes sense. Yeah,
it's I love it. It's fucking amazing. I wish I could do it more days a week.
If it was closer, it probably would.
Dude, I'm trying to figure out. So there's a big part of the industry that I'm in that's in that area. I think I'm gonna try to plan it out where I can start going on the weekdays
for work.
Yeah,
and then
go out there, try to see a bunch of customers, and then go train, and then come back this way.
Yeah.
Because I think they do it like at 10 a.m. during the days. So it's like,
yeah, that'd be dope.
The judo's where it's at, dude.
I don't disagree.
I'm a judoka on my heart guard.
I think judo's beautiful. That's
also mean as fuck.
I feel like watching, I like watching jiu-jitsu, but I also really like watching judo tournaments.
The judo
high level stuff because it's like you're just like, fuck, that was insane.
The problem with judo is like everyone's like, judo's so much more exciting. It's not. Not if you understand jiu-jitsu, and also not if you watch entire tournaments, because a lot of judo tournaments are just boring as fuck. But we always see the highlights where people are just ripping, like, and throwing people across the world.
Yeah, no, I 100% I get that.
Yeah,
but it is like an art.
Yeah,
like I don't know, almost like a painting when you got someone almost completely upside down. The dude's leg is the dude's fucking leg is straight up, and he's pointing down, and the fucking It's just like, holy
Yeah,
fuck, that's
there's
crazy.
nothing in jiu-jitsu that's quite that pretty, like to look at, and they train it. Like we were talking, I asked, I can't remember if I asked, but I think I asked James something about Uchimata, or he was talking about Osoto, and I was like, you should forward roll through this, and he's like, well, you can, but this is why, and he was kind of explaining it, and he's like, it's not like Uchimata where you want to like do like you basically want to do a somersault and shit, and he's just talking about it, and like he said he was hurt, and he's doing the motion, and I'm like, damn, it's crazy how good that looks, like. He got like the ballerina toes, like his toes perfectly sweep, like his posture is perfect when he's showing it. Like it's amazing. This jiu-jitsu is more, I think jiu-jitsu is more aggressive throughout the whole part of it, but judo is only aggressive during the throws. Like everyone's fighting and fighting, but no one does anything that's ugly, in judo. It's interesting.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm just tired of these fucking jiu-jitsu dudes afraid to get thrown. Stop being afraid to get thrown. Stop. Learn how to fall.
I don't really know.
Why? What are you afraid of? Getting your back blown out again by a little girl?
Fuck you.
Getting your back blown out by a girl?
But,
Albert blowing your back out?
It's not even that. It's my knees. It's the throws that come across my legs that freak me out.
Just go with the throw.
I know. Even then, though, it freaks me out. Shit happens. Your foot gets stuck. Shit happens. That's it. It's part of the game. But
and that weak ass sumigashi you do, I was thinking about it yesterday. It's good. It's good. I've seen you hit it on a bunch of people. But in judo, it's not worth anything.
It doesn't count as
you don't get ippon.
Well, I'm not doing judo.
Yeah.
If it gets me to the side control or the mount,
I'm happy. If it does.
If not, I end up.
There is a version of sumigashi, I think, where you could get ippon. That's the one you should work on. Because then they land on their back. Then you're in side control.
Well, they always land on their back, usually when I go on it.
I feel like you're always like rolling people from there.
Well, I go over and they flip over and land on their back. Only the people that
I haven't seen you catch
only
that.
the people that are like super athletic, like Josh and
or fucking
few people,
what's up, homie?
they pop up like,
what's up, dog?
As soon as they hit the ground, they're like,
yeah.
And I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah.
But that's where I have to work on that follow through where
like that butterfly version, like you like roll.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I also like the I don't know what it's called, but it's like it's almost like a sacrifice throw from the same setup. So if I'm struggling with that and I can't, and I'm like I'm not confident or whatever, if I go this way, boom, it works really well too because you're tucked into me usually, and there's no once you go, there's no defending it, and you can't step back really because I have you so close.
Yeah,
that one works really well. I've hit that on a couple times too when I'm just like, if I'm with someone, I'm like, this is not gonna fucking.
Let's teach you some judo, dude.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Let's get you going.
Too far.
I'll teach you on the mats. I'm like a fucking 2-stripe white belt, dude. I got some hot shit for you.
We know how that goes.
Yeah, I got some. The shit he was showing yesterday, I think I can get that because I got a sick Uchimata entry. I think my Uchimata is pretty good. I just got to work on the finishing mechanics of it. But the Uchimata is the setup for the actual throw. Someone's getting hit with that this week.
You know what you should work on is on failed Uchimatas because you went for a couple Uchimatas on me almost. You didn't like go for it.
You're so fucking like.
But if you were like,
I
take that foot and then throw it across from my other foot, like
Kochi.
Yeah. I like that would be
so. I was thinking about that yesterday because James was saying something. He was like, I don't know how you're not finishing that Uchimata. He's like, I don't know what you're doing. You're not finishing it. He's like, I can't figure it out. But he's like, he was showing me. He's like, if you get there, it's another name. I think it's called like a Coco Uchimata. It's got a funny name, but it's where you continuously hop until they fall. A lot of the B team guys do it from the overhook or the underhook. So I was trying to get it, and I got this big dude. I can't remember who. I think it was one of the bigger dudes I was rolling with yesterday or doing randori with. And I fucking went on it, and I hear him go, and I'm like, hop, and this dude fucking just stiffened up. It was like I was trying to pull a tree, and then like as soon as I kind of like let it go, I was like, fuck, I should have went Kochi off of that. Like just so you go Uchimata, and you're going, you can't. People are super stiff. You just swing your foot forward into the behind the far foot. And fall into them because they're so stiff. All you gotta do is give them a post. They fall.
That's that one where you go around.
No, that's Ochi. Is around. Kochi's Kochi's like the front trip.
Okay, yeah.
You trip like right behind the foot. So yeah, Ochi's the big one. So O I think means big. I think just O means big because Ochigari is the big. Like you make a huge motion and hook it. Yeah. And then Kochi is like when you just stick it behind the foot.
That guy J-Flow does a lot of that stuff.
Oh, J-Flow.
Where he like runs. He'll like run almost, and then as he runs, he
stops.
Just fucking boom.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ooh, that's fucking clean.
That's what I was talking about, like judo footwork. Like even if you watch James, or you watch even these all the higher level judokas that I've trained with, dude, their footwork is
J-Flow,
wild.
He's a black belt in judo.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's an Olympic coach.
Oh, was he? Yeah. That
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense.
He was Ronda Rousey's coach. Like
His shit is fucking.
J Flow is wild.
And the fact that he does it in nogi.
Yeah, well, he's focused on nogi for the last like 10 or 15 years because he was doing MMA.
Yeah.
He was teaching judo for MMA. So he's from Temecula.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. So he came. It's funny because I was talking about it one day with Big Danny, with Danabolic, and I said something, and he was like, "I swear to God, that guy wrestled from Temecula." And I was like, "How did you just pull that out of your ass?" And he's fucking sitting there on his phone, like he shuts up for a couple. He's on his phone, and he pulls it up. He's like, "Is this him?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "See, look, he's from Temecula."
Oh, shit.
I think Big Gabe rolled with him too, like wrestled with him because they're all kind of that around that age. I think Danny's younger than Gabe and J Flow, but they're all from like that same kind of age. Because Danny, I don't know if you know, Danny wrestled.
I didn't know.
Yeah, Danny wrestled too. So, but so like that group of people. So J Flow is a wrestler, and I think he was doing judo the whole time growing up. And then I don't know if he made it to like a national team, but he was a pretty high level judo guy.
He just seems so natural.
Effortless.
Yeah, effortless. It's just natural to him when he hits some of those. When you watch him move and do things, and the way he talks about it. And then like I tried, I'm like, I don't. Like my brain is like,
it's that. So that's one of the things I've been trying to work on too. Is like, dude, we're so flat-footed in jiu-jitsu because we're always like in that like combat base, like ready to, we're ready to defend the takedown, ready to do something. But I think when we're in that hunch position, unless you're a wrestler, it's hard to explode from that position, and it's really hard to explode upwards. I think it's easy to explode down because you're in the hunch, you're going for a single leg, you're dropping your knee, you're going for like a blast double. But I think it's very hard for me, at least, to explode when I'm in this like wrestler stance position, right? When we're fighting jiu-jitsu, we're in that wrestler stance or like more like a martial arts stance. It's hard to explode upwards from there with grips because you're kind of like tangling yourself up. But when you're standing upright, like if you watch J-Flow, like he'll be hunched over, but he'll be like hunched over with an overhook, crushing their shoulder.
Yeah, putting pressure.
And he's pressuring them, and then like they literally like run. They like do
he does a little run. Yeah. Yeah,
dude, the judo footwork is everything. That footwork is what sets up those
everything
throws.
Else,
Yeah.
But he 100% just like you said, natural. Just
but he's also been doing it. He's probably in his mid-40s. Probably been doing judo 40 years. Those judo kids start young, man.
Yeah,
he's good. He's really and then his homie Max, that guy you sent me one of his videos. And I was like, that's the guy I was telling you about, Max Schrager. Yeah. So J Flow gave that dude his black belt in 3 years in jiu-jitsu, but he was I think a D1 wrestler. I think he made it to the judo national team. I don't think he made the Olympic team, but I think he made it to the national team for USA Judo. That dude's a savage too. Like he's the guy that's like cartwheeling over people and throwing them and shit.
Yeah, I am surprised that there's not more judo shit.
It's just not popular here.
You think it will be, or like
no.
It's growing?
It's dying.
It's more of a. I mean, the thing is with judo, I don't remember who I was talking about. It's like it's really hard to get into at an older age.
It's gotta not be a bitch.
That it's like a lot of younger people is where you need to get started in.
So that was the thing about UCR is like when I was training at UCR is like the instructors there, top notch instructors. All of them were great instructors, but the students, they were kind of bitch made. You know what I mean? They're all cool people, but no one wanted to get thrown. Like even like some of the upper belts were like if like I threw a couple of the upper belts, and they would kind of get like upset about it. I'm like, yo, dude, like. I'm not a white belt. Like I've been training this for years. Like I learned Osotogari, granted terribly, but I learned it my first week in jiu-jitsu. Like I've been doing Osotogari for years. Like I understand it. I've been doing like Sasai or Sumikomiyashi like so many I've done it so many times. This is not my first day, so don't get upset about it. It's like I've been training jiu-jitsu longer than some of your brown and black belts have been training judo. So it's like, and we do all the judo stuff. We're just not good at it.
Yeah, we're just not good at it.
But if you look at like Leo. Where Leo came from, they practice a lot of judo. Leo's judo is fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's really good.
Fucking Chris's judo is crazy. You ever stand up with Chris when he's not wrestling?
Mm-mm.
Dude, Hiuchimadas or like Harai Goshi's everybody. Dude,
I'm not surprised.
Misa's got a crazy Harai Goshi. Like, dude, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just I think they lack on the ground, but standing up is so. You have to have both, right? You need to have a stand-up
good mix.
You need to have a ground game, especially for jiu-jitsu. Because I'm doing judo for jiu-jitsu. Like, I love the idea of judo, but I think it's slightly incomplete. I think this is why they let judo black belts compete at lower levels. because like you could be a blue belt or a white belt or whatever, but you could be a black belt in judo and go compete at white belt.
I think you have to be blue belt, don't you?
No, I don't think so. Maybe some.
Because that's how it is with wrestling. If you wrestle in a collegiate level,
yeah, maybe. But so let's say it's blue belt. There's so much more stalling. Like, I think the ground game in jiu-jitsu is so much more technical than it is in judo. In judo, it's like smash through your opponent and
you have more. You also have more time.
You have more time, right?
Where in judo, there's like in that video that we were watching, that guy was a jiu-jitsu purple belt. He couldn't get to anything he would start getting it almost there, and then they would call it. Yeah, and it's like you just don't have the time. Yeah. Where with jiu-jitsu, you have way more time to obviously to finish shit and work it.
I think that's where judo lacks is that, like, let's say I play you can't really play half guard in judo. But I play half guard on you and I slow you down and you're like, oh fuck, I haven't been in this position for more than 2 seconds. Like, how do I move through it? Mm-hmm. Right? I think that's where jiu-jitsu has the advantage. But you need both. Because like in jiu-jitsu, if I can throw you, people are so stunned when they get thrown. Everybody gives up position. So like, oh fuck, where am I at? You know what I mean? Yeah. The people I have thrown, like the people that I've thrown in jiu-jitsu, when they hit the ground, even higher levels,
they're like freak out for a second.
Yeah, you get into good positions. Yeah. So and just learning how to take the fall is all of it. Like if you're expected to get thrown, it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. And especially if there's no ippon, like in jiu-jitsu, if you get thrown and I can still fight from there, cool. I'll hit the ground and then start my game. Yeah. Right. I think that's what we need to do, and we need to. I think the sports need to combine more. I think more jiu-jitsu schools should offer straight judo, like 1-2 days a week, just to get it going, and then really grow. It's just there's no money in judo.
I mean, that's kind of what's happening at Legion with J-Flow.
But he doesn't even teach there always. J-Flow, he doesn't actually really teach there. J-Flow teaches at Studio 540. Oh. Remember that big dude we met in San Diego, John? He was from a different academy. I was talking to him about surfing and shit. Big giant dude, big white boy. Kind of. He was really close with Hoyler. So J-Flow teaches at that school.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, J-Flow teaches there. His name is John Ennis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Older guy, right?
Yeah, he owns that surf shop in San Diego. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I'm pretty sure J-Flow teaches at his school. I don't know if there's more than one Studio 540, but that's where J-Flow teaches at. It's crazy, though. Like, dude, we need to get better as grapplers. And I think you shouldn't do what I'm doing and pick a path. Like, I'm only picking the path of judo because I can't wrestle. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm fucking just too beat up. Every time I wrestle, I'm dying. Mm-hmm. So judo is more explosive movements for short periods of time, and I think that works better for me. Where in wrestling, especially in jiu-jitsu, you have to chain 3, 4, 5 things together to get a takedown, and I'm so dead by the time I get it, it's not worth it for me. And every time someone sprawls on me, my neck's fucked up for the week.
About the setup.
It's about the setup.
It's sneaky. Like you try to be sneaky about the setup.
Yeah. And from what I've seen, I'm obviously not a master at this sport or anything, but from what I've seen, I can explode into the first movement, use everything, and then if I don't get it, I can maybe trap into the second one where it's not like explosive movement, fucking deadlift Terminator shit. Yeah, it's an explosion and then a technique.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. So, it makes sense. Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah,
everybody should train judo. Everybody should train wrestling to some extent.
I mean, at least at our gym, we go through it, but we don't. Drill.
It's because it's the customer retention side of things. It's like you can't just throw people without teaching them 6 months how to fall.
The hard part too is sometimes we have so many people that you can't finish the technique.
Fuck it, throw them. Fuck those people on the ground.
There's so many people sometimes.
Dude,
it's like,
jiu-jitsu dudes are fucking soft.
It's so hard to worry about that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. That's another thing I've been working on too. Instead of going back and forth, is circling. So you stay within a small area. So if I do throw you, I have a kind of general idea of where we're at, where I'm trying to hit the throw, where I think you're going to land.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is the hard part. But we should all be practicing it. We should be throwing at least once a week. And if you like, the other day when Chris was showing that weird like wrestling throw, it was a Ippon Seonagi, but he was showing it from like the knees, like from a weird position.
Oh yeah,
like off that fail. Yeah. He was going off a failed shot, and then he would switch into that throw, right? So he's doing a shot like a single, like almost like an ankle pick off to the far side of your opponent's body.
It's almost like Well, fireman's is what it's like. It turns into almost a fireman's.
No,
carry.
so it's like he's shooting for a fireman.
Oh yeah, no,
And
you're
then,
right.
and then,
then
your opponent sprawls on you, and then you grab the arm and go
yeah,
ippon.
you're right.
But you stay on your knees the whole time.
Well,
right?
it's interesting because it's over the opposite shoulder than normal.
It's the opposite shoulder than you were shooting for.
Yeah.
So you're shooting, like, let's say it's left versus left, right? So you're shooting left foot, you're shooting left hand to left foot, right? Well, now it seems like you're backwards. But if you switch the grip and you go right versus left, then you're in the traditional seoinage. Mm-hmm. So you're in this. That's why it works so good. But when he was doing that, he was showing it from the knees because that's how the technique that he was showing works. But dude, everybody was just on the mat. I'm like, fuck, dude, does nobody know how to break fall? Like, I was paying attention this week.
I never noticed when we do, like, even when you do the front rolls, people don't like.
Dude, it's crazy. And then, like, Omar was showing fucking the balloon sweep this week.
Yeah.
Everyone was afraid.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are you fucking afraid of? Like, take the fall.
I'll say the problem with the balloon sweep is, depending on how they grab you, you have to use your feet to land.
Break fall with your feet.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then people are just like,
yeah,
like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, dude. I was like, oh my god, dude. Like,
yeah.
I was watching people because, like, Josue has come to a couple of my 6 a.m.s, and I'm focusing on break fall. So me and him were doing it with each other and just throwing each other over. And I was like, hey, you good getting thrown? He's like, yeah, I think I feel good. And I threw him, and I was like, how'd that feel? I was like, I didn't feel it. I was like, perfect. So we're throwing each other. And you have to, if someone has you up in the fucking, I'm flying you like an airplane, there's a name. What's it called in judo? We've talked about it before.
I don't know.
Tomonagi?
Oh.
Yeah, it's a Tomonagi, I think.
Yeah.
So it's like, if someone has you in the, I'm flying you in an airplane, just fucking roll.
Yeah.
There's no ippon.
Yeah.
Get into your position.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, people are always up there, like, head up. I'd like to put your fucking head down, dude. You're gonna land on your face.
Yeah. That was that's Omar was fucking joking because I picked up Angel.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I got him, but I was like, once I had him up, I was like, oh.
Yeah, he's fucking shaking.
Omar was standing there looking at me laughing. He's like, oh, I'm like, fucking asshole. I was like, dude, he's fucking heavy, bro.
So my knee felt good until yesterday. Today it hurts. Dude, my whole body hurts right now. But we were doing Osotogari. When you hop into it, so like you catch the Osoto from like far away, and then you hop your post foot into it, then throw. And I'm doing it with a guy who I think he's a couple belts up in judo, but he hasn't trained like in 10 years. Just so it was his first day back, and like he was like kind of like stumbling. I was like, hey, just throw me. Like I don't care. And we're both, and it was on my bad knee, and I was like, ugh! Like every time I was like, ugh, you need a little more technique, Playboy. My knee. But my knee hurts today. But like I can walk on it today, but it's sore. I definitely like not like maybe if it's a tear, it's a small tear, but I aggravated it for sure. Whatever I think my patella tendon.
You know what I hit this week that I was like super excited, and I haven't been going for it because it comes to the point where I just don't want to. I feel. If it switches on me, then I'm fucked. Mm-hmm. Is from the paper cutter when they block the paper cutter, there's an arm bar from there. I don't know if you ever hit that.
This one.
Yeah,
I've been trying to go for it all week. That's so funny.
I hit it this week.
Yeah,
because I went for the paper cutter and he blocked it, and I had pushed his arm down into his chest, and I remember Hodge's show where you can like turn around.
Yeah,
and I was gonna go for it. I was like, no, fuck it, I'm gonna go for this. So I had it. I pushed it down, threw my leg over, and then sat back. And as soon as I sat back, it was like instant tap. And then
you got your leg over the head.
Yeah,
that's the hard part.
And then, that's why I pushed down and used my weight on him to get my leg over.
Yeah,
and then I got it over, and then he started coming up, and I just kind of kicked out, and he went down, and then I popped my arm, I popped my leg around, and he just like tapped this way. But he was like,
"Did you switch to traditional armbar grip like that bear hug grip? No, nope. Still behind the knee.
Yeah, I just hugged my knee, pinched my knees, and it was instant. It was like that.
I had a couple people on paper cutter this week, and I couldn't finish them. And I could feel them wiggling on their arm. I trapped their arm. I started bringing my knee up, getting into the position, and the bell rang both times. But I was like, it's funny. I was like,
I like it.
But he was
like, I didn't even fucking see that coming. I was like, that's the point.
That's the point.
That's the point. You're worried about me choking you, and then you just fucking gave me your arm.
Yeah.
And then Omar did show a cool armbar technique, which is very similar. It's the same. You end in the same armbar, but it's from north south. And you get to that same armbar from north south instead of just going to the paper cutter.
I think anytime you can get your knee under someone's arm, it's there.
Yeah, it's there.
I want to start working on that arm lock that Paulo showed us.
That
where
one.
you lift them onto
I
your
really
knee.
like that one.
That was really good.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get him on the podcast.
I've heard that a few times. Well, hopefully.
Hey, no, don't say it. But I'll
You'll
see if
find out.
I'm going to hit up Paulo.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Well,
Yeah, I'm going to hit up like 4 or 5 guys. So
I hope so.
we should get that Airbnb. We should.
Yeah, that's what I said. Is if you guys are down, we'll do it. I don't even know where it's at though. Did you? I didn't see where it was.
Hopefully it's close, or hopefully it's like in PB. There's a UFC that night. Hopefully we end up going out to see the UFC.
PB will be cool. Yeah. But
PB's gotta be expensive though. We'll have to look and see where
it's
at.
moderate. It's not downtown expensive.
No, but I mean for like an Airbnb.
Nah, yeah,
it's probably expensive.
Maybe
hotel rooms there are like $500 a night.
That's fucking crazy.
Crazy. I need to pay for that. Oh no, I paid for it already.
I submitted it, but I haven't heard anything about. He hasn't reached out to me, or no one's reached out to me.
Yeah, me either. Maybe I didn't pay it.
I submitted
the form.
To God,
I paid it.
I submitted the form.
Did you? Oh.
But I haven't heard anything.
I'm just show up. Like, what's up, motherfucker?
Yeah. I have to go through my gis because I'm definitely gonna need to be.
You have to buy a new gi. You don't have a premium, do you?
Yeah.
But
remember from last year?
Oh, you saw that one?
I have 2.
I gave mine away.
I have 2.
I have 2 of them too.
But now, if we're gonna be 3 and we're gonna be at Airbnb, I'm not gonna be able to wash them, so I might have to get one.
I didn't wash mine last time a single time.
That's disgusting.
Dude, they didn't even get sweaty.
Still, I like to be fresh. And another rash guard, you know.
You only have 1 rash guard?
No, I have 2, and then the blue one.
You can't wear the blue one.
Yeah, no, it has to
My
be
favorite
black.
one's a gray one. I have.
They don't have that one anymore.
No, they haven't made it in years. I got it from Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
Oscar gave it to me.
I remember seeing that one. Did they make the colored ones still? No, huh?
Nah, you have to make too many of them.
Yeah, because I know that they had the brown one. They've seen who has the brown one. I saw someone with a brown one.
You can get them on the website again because some people recently got them. I was like, how'd you?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a big fan of King's Geese that much.
I used to like them a lot. I don't like them
too.
anymore. They're super inconsistent.
They're super stiff all the time.
Hey, but shout out to fucking Bruno. Motherfucker won pans. You see that shit?
Mm-mm.
He won pans. He's Master 4, I think. He won pans.
Did he? That's dope.
He's legit, dude. He's legit. He's got a good half guard.
That's crazy how you can run a company like that and still.
I wonder where he trains because he competes under Gracie Maita.
Does he?
Yeah, he's a black belt from Hoyler, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I wonder where he trains at. Maybe South Bay.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there are base down there, so maybe there's like three of them down there.
3 or 4, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I would assume that basically South Bay is the new headquarters.
I think there's one further down than the one we're at.
No, that's the South.
That is?
Yeah, the border's right fucking there. 2 more exits at the border.
No, it's more than 2 exits.
No, it's like 2.
No, it's not. There's more than 2 exits. Because it's not.
Doesn't it go National City then Chula Vista, or
and then Imperial Beach, and then San?
Yeah, but
Isidro?
IB's in.
No, it's right by the border. It's literally it's on the 5.
Is it?
Yeah. So it's Chula Vista.
Dude, National City seems so close to the border because you start to see the signs.
It's close-ish, but there's still.
It's like less than 5 miles.
No, there's a little more than that. A little bit more. It's close. Though.
No, all the ones I know are north though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would love to train with Bruno. I just wish they made their gis more consistently. I think what it is they use a couple different factories. Because I've noticed that some gis are Pakistan and some are China.
Some shrink.
Some don't.
Specifically in the arms.
Yeah.
The pants are perfect.
Yeah.
And but the jackets shrink on me. I don't dry them and I don't wear them in hot water.
Yeah.
But they fucking shrink like here on me. When I get them, they're like out here and then boom, they're here. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why is it all the way out here?
Yeah, I bought 3 of the premium ones. So for the new premium.
I haven't bought any new ones.
I bought 3 of them so far. So I bought one.
Are those the same with the ones we had last year?
No, they're new.
Oh,
they're
yeah,
different. Yeah. So I bought. They're almost exactly the same. I bought one and it was way too big, and then did I sell it?
I gotta go through my gear. I don't even know what the premium one, other than the
That's
pants
a
have
one right there.
Other than the pants, got the black inside.
That's a premium.
Okay, yeah, and then they have the writing on the pants.
So I had one from last year. I gave it away. I gave it to somebody, I think, because it was too small. And then I bought 2 more, and they were fucking gigantic, like huge.
What size?
One was an A3H, and it was huge, and I could have swore the A4 was smaller. So then I was gonna sell one, then the dude didn't buy one, and then I kept them, and then I got fatter, so now they fit. But they're still giant. Like they fit like judo gis on me.
The A3Hs.
You're a 2H, aren't you?
It's still too big. The gold BJJ one I have. That's an A2H. That shit's fucking giant.
That's just the brand. Because I
hate it because it's also short.
It's
so
wide,
it always comes on.
Yeah.
It always comes untucked. I'm like, bro.
in Hyperflies, I only wear an A2 or A3. Hyperfly makes your
I
geese
usually
big.
only wear A3s.
Yeah, I like Hyperflies are the best. Like I think they have the best gi pants. I mean I haven't tried their nicer gis, so I'm gonna get to try one soon, hopefully.
I like Fuji ones. I used to hate the Fuji because the pants, the crotch seam, whatever, to the top of the pants was so short, so it feels like they're either hanging too low, and you pull them up, and you give yourself a wedgie. Yeah. But the comp ones that I have, those are fucking my favorite ones that I have. Those are so.
I thought you were all about that blue one that you left in Europe.
That was a Breakpoint.
No. The one that you wore so much that it fell apart.
Oh, super rare. They don't make that one anymore.
They don't make any gis.
They make gis, but they don't make the one I like.
Well, you don't. You never tried them.
True.
It's crazy how cheap you are. You can't just go buy a new gi, you fucking cheap bitch.
I have so many gis.
How many do you have?
Probably like 15.
Oh, I got probably 15.
I have a lot.
Yeah.
Like some I don't wear. I have winter gis.
Yeah.
Like I have that gi that on the inside it's like it's got a big old like I don't know what's that material, like a material with like a scene inside of it.
Oh yeah. With a picture. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's super fucking hot. So in the winter, like I like to wear that one, and I have a few gis.
It's just
like
rash
that.
guard material.
No.
Yeah, because that's how you sub. You can't sublimate everything. You're sublimated.
It doesn't feel like rash guard
It
material.
is. I promise you.
But yeah, I have like 50 gis. I was just telling the boys I need to buy them more gis now. No one keeps growing out of his gis. In the past, Omar was giving them gis, his old gis, and it was perfect because they fit for him. But now like they're too big for him, so now I have to buy him new gis.
Now you got to hand those down to somebody else.
That's what I was wondering. We were talking about like how to like maybe give them. I want to give them to someone at the school that needs them, like or someone that
Just
like,
give them back
needs
to Omar. I
gis.
want to give them to somebody.
That's true. I might just do that. Bag them up and be like, "Hey, give these to someone that needs them," because the thing with gis, they last, especially with kids. They're fucking perfect. They're still good. Like, but they can still get a lot of use.
Those the cheaper Humanity gis, man, they only last like a year. I grabbed Misa the other day. He wears his all the time. I put a hole in it. I wonder if he knows it's there. No. I felt it. I think it was already there, but I grabbed it and my finger went in a hole in the collar.
What gi did I do that to you?
Oh, my I
just grabbed your
shit anyway. That was my favorite gi too. The older Kings, ultralights.
Was that what it was?
Yeah, because they have polyester in them. So when you I dry them, because I dry them. So yeah, I dry my gis. I wash them in cold water, but I dry everything. So maybe those Kings gis, those premium ones, finally shrunk enough. But I think also because
a tip from Tall Stacy is she uses this. That's why their gis are so white. She uses like this degreaser stuff when she washes her gis, and then she hangs them outside, and so the sun, like,
I ain't got time for
bleaches.
all that.
I know that's the problem, but like I did it a few times.
That's your husband makes your life too good kind of time.
Yeah, but I done it a few times and it like works really well. Or like, I'm like, wow, that shit works good. I mean, right now it's been kind of gloomy, but when you can like, I guess sun bleach it or whatever, like it really does get rid of all the color, and they look pretty much brand new the whole time. Like
I gotta do something to mine because mine are starting to look like all my Hyperflies are old.
I bet you if you do that a couple times, it'll
the gis look the gis are kind of dingy, which I don't care about. But like they rub on my neck, so they get like all the neck.
Yeah, in the back. Yeah,
because I only wear white gis.
Yeah,
so like
that's what I mean. It's like,
and I promise you, my gis are clean. I don't recycle gis when we're fucking training.
He just wears them over and over again when we go train places.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that, dude. I don't even sweat. I wasn't sweating.
Next time when we go, I'm gonna be like, "Why are you sweating? Why are you sweating?"
Shit, that's you, dog. You're the sweaty motherfucker.
I am a sweaty.
I'm gonna get Devin to beat you up. Better watch your ass out, dog.
I
don't know why you're ducking Devin too. You were ducking him last time too.
What are you talking about?
I'm gonna get.
I got video of being crushed by him.
I'm gonna get Devin to fuck you up. Remember Joe, the guy that was showing us the judo shit?
Yeah, he'll fuck me.
I'm gonna get Joe to fucking fuck your ass up. I was talking to him. He's gonna fuck you up.
He's gonna throw me.
I'm gonna just get you whooped your ass whooped because you be talking that shit.
It's a good thing we ain't rolling.
Oh, we're rolling. We're staying for class every night.
There is no class. I know that would be cool. I'd be able to do some classes. I mean, we're gonna be there. No, we might be going partying though. That's the problem.
Probably not. Well, not Thursday and Friday. Saturday for sure. I'm getting fucked up. See, that's the thing about the Airbnb that's shitty. Do we gotta leave Sunday or we gotta leave Saturday?
Saturday.
Oh, okay. Saturday night? No, we leave Sunday.
Well, it's up to you guys. I thought we were leaving Saturday.
Why are we gonna get an Airbnb on the night we're not gonna party? We should leave Sunday morning. We don't want to have
to drive back and forth.
Yeah, but we should leave Sunday morning.
I'm fine with that too. You guys figure it out. Whatever you guys want to do.
I'm not a planner, dude. I show up.
I am the party.
I show up. That's what I do. I show up.
We'll talk.
We might just have to get in a hotel room, fucking 2 beds, fucking just snoring next to each other.
That'd be miserable.
Bitch,
I
you act
snore
like
a
you
lot
don't
when I drink.
Oh, I don't give a fuck. I'll sleep through it. I sleep through my snoring.
Well, I mean, the problem is the hotels are just are like more expensive. Like,
Yeah,
just
but
as expensive.
if we bunk up together, it's $300. It's only 100. It's the same price for one night.
That's for one night.
Yeah,
We're talking about for 3 days.
I know. All right, we gotta plan this out.
Yeah, we gotta figure something out. Let's
Did you watch any of the pans?
some of them. I just watched the highlights.
Did you see that Wardzinski fucking Roberto Jimenez fight?
Yeah. Who was I talking to? That was one of the matches where you watch before it even starts, you're like, I have no fucking idea who's gonna win this. Like,
well, I knew Wardzinski was gonna win. But...
I know he's basically fucking everyone up, but Roberto Jimenez is also a fucking savage.
He's a savage. He hasn't quite broken through at black belt yet, but his ability to get to the back is probably unmatched. He just needs. I mean, Wardzinski, you're not taking his back. I don't think I've seen anybody take his back recently, but I mean, he got to his back a bunch of times. So he couldn't get the hooks in. But if you want to see a match, if you stumbled across this podcast and you made it this far into it, and you want to see what judo's or jiu-jitsu is all about, watch that match.
That's a good fucking match.
Because it was wild for the first 2 or 3 minutes,
and then he took control.
Wardzinski mounted him for like 6 minutes.
Yeah, just smashed him.
But Roberto didn't give up, and he fucking popped out and took his back again. It was crazy.
Yeah,
he took his back like 3 times in the last 2 minutes.
Like, I was leaning more towards I can't even pronounce his name.
Roberto Jimenez?
No, Wardzinski.
Adam.
I was leaning more towards him winning, but I would never have bet on that because I was like, man, this can go either way. They're both fucking really good.
I think Nogi would be the difference. I think Roberto would fucking win. Nogi. Yeah, because there's just I bet I would assume that Adam trains leg locks, but I know Roberto does.
Yeah.
So because he's been leg locked a bunch of times.
Nathan tried to knee bar me, and I like got my leg out, my other leg, and put it on his butt and was like pushing him. And I look over and his foot was there, and I'm like, so I went for it, and then something popped, and I was like, oh, and I was like, and then
he's like, I didn't feel it,
pretty much. But I didn't like lock it in. I just got it, and then you know when you get it, and then you just bring it to the tight, you like just where it's tight enough, and then I held it there, and then I heard a loud pop, and I was like, ah, I let go, and then there was a lady, one of her kids was training.
Oh, is this one of those soft ass 10 a.m.s?
No, this was
soft.
I don't know, it might have been 3 p.m. But so then there was a lady sitting there, and then she goes, ah. she's like, did that just pop? And I was like, huh? I was like, wasn't me. And he was like, no. But I guess the way his knee torqued, his knee just kind of clicked.
I thought that
like,
too. I thought that same shit. My knees been fucked up ever since, dude.
He's having a problem where someone landed on his foot this way. Have you had that happen?
Yeah, that's why I was out for judo for so long.
Yeah, so that's why we went, and then I was like, all right, you don't have to go to class the rest of the week because that shit sucks. And then especially those are the ones.
That motherfucker's a grown adult. You're making him do shit still.
If
I was him, I'll tell you, suck.
Those are the ones where like you feel like you're okay, and then you go back, and then someone just steps on it wrong. You're like, ah, motherfucker, and it's like square one again.
And I know how that is.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, you're good. Just take time off.
I've been hurt for the last like 6 months. I'm just fighting through it now.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, I ain't got nothing else. You? Got shit?
New Black Pass shit's out. Go buy some shit.
Go buy some stuff. Hopefully soon we'll have some really good content coming. I'm hoping that it works out. Yeah, cross our fingers. You should
Grady Helio.
Fingers. But if we do, it'll be a nice lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Some legacy shit.
We should get Devin back on for sure too.
Yeah, well, he's here. You might need to go buy a memory card. And yeah.
Why me?
Because I've bought in the last 2.
Yeah, and I bought the microphones.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We're gonna need more.
Those microphones were like $800.
We're gonna need more
space
for that.
Well, what size are they?
No, they're actually not that expensive.
I think I like some of the. I think I have some of like the 128s.
That's perfect. That'll be one podcast.
Oh, perfect.
Maybe 2, because each podcast usually runs.
These motherfuckers don't care. We're fucking out.
Anyways.